Hello, Internet. I'm Matt Haas. How is everybody today? Let me push some buttons here. There we go. Now I got my comfy little frame. Oh my goodness, I just came off Mommy Lala's live stream where she interviewed me about my Awesome Wood Things channel. It was a lot of fun. Great meeting her community over there. She's been a good friend of mine for a long time. So much awesome happening. But I got my project started. I'll give you a closer look at that here in a second. Steven is here. Claflin, hello, Mr. Steven. Marilyn's back. She was up bright and early. Yeah, I am busy. Britta Aller is back on the channel. Good to see you, Britta. Floyd Fernandez, you're so excited. I am. This is really cool. So we've got how many days until Christmas? Look, this exists in the real world. How cool is that? This is exactly what my vision was. I love conceptualizing things and then actually seeing them happen in the real world. And look who's back. Lala, it's been such a long time since I've seen you. Just kidding. I was on her channel. Go to Mommy Guide Inc. and you can see my interview that she did for me. Thank you again. So here is what I envisioned. You can see how this is coming together. That's what I wanted it to be, and I have started that process. So obviously I have to do this background material and put the snowflakes on it and build this out. This red piece here is going to be a hole. It's going to be cut out. And then through that hole, you're going to see this disc. And then you're going to be able to rotate this disc and put the number of days till Christmas there. So it'll be 18 days till Christmas, I think it is today, 18 or 19 to go. That's my plan, and it is happening. Let me put the Grinch in a prominent position here on my set. I can't make these hover in the air, but you'll just have to kind of know that they're there. But isn't that great? I mean, look at this. This is so nice. Now, I was going to use all of this as vinyl, but not vinyl. I'm sorry. It is vinyl now. The coloring is vinyl. I was going to use acrylic, and I was going to cut out these shapes, and they were going to like puzzle piece them together. But acrylic is super expensive, and the shipping is expensive too. So I decided to go this route. I'm really happy with this route. I think it's super cool. Desert Bum Woodworking is back. That's my friend Chuck. And Hugh Demand slipped in here as well. That's Whit Profit. Whit was over there on Lala's channel earlier. Oh, Tech Troublemaker's here too. Great show this morning over on Lala's channel. Thank you, Roy. Roy from Tech Troublemaker. Oh, I can't miss David W. Ryan. We'll watch the replay of Lala's show. Yes, please do. Give her all the likes. Give her all the subs. She is a thriving member of our community, and she does a lot of good for everyone. She's very creative. I love my creative peoples. If you're a creative person, I love you. They're the best. Creative people are the best. So yeah, I was in my shop. Oh, here's some news. I went to create the actual wheel here, and you can, if you look close, you can, whoops. Oh, hold on a second. Got to push the right buttons. There we go. If you look close, this shapes, these letters that make the word Christmas, these shapes are much thinner than these shapes. And I thought I had a 1/32 wide carving bit, but I do not. So I carved all of the numbers out on the machine, and but I went to do this one, and I went to find the 1/32 bit, and I did not have it. I was pretty bummed about that. Let me show you. So you can see, yeah, you can see this. This is the machine carving the numbers. Isn't that cool? I used a time lapse on this because this took 45 minutes to create. So you're seeing a 45-minute video chopped down to about 30 seconds. And if you look close, see this screw right here? Watch when I play it, it's not there. I noticed that the board shifted. See, look, that screw's not there. Now watch. Boom. There it is. So my base art started to shift a little bit when it was running. Now I used carpet tape to hold that down, thinking that it would be aggressive enough not to make that move. But unfortunately, anyway, but it didn't impact the product. So that's happening there. What's this machine called? Okay, this is the informal name is a CNC machine. CNC is a very old acronym from the 30s called Computer Numeric Control. Not the best acronym. It's an overhead carving machine where, as you can see, it takes the bit and it controls it on the X, the Y, and the Z axis. And the computer, you make the tool paths and you do that. But the company who makes it is called NextWave, and get this out. I guess you can't see it. NextWave Automation, yeah, NextWave Automation, and the type of machine is called a Shark, and I have the SD110. So it's the Shark SD110 is the name of the machine. The company who makes it is NextWave CNC or NextWave Automation. And CNC is Computer Numeric Control. And you design your artwork on the computer, and then you tell it how to carve it. If you want to carve on the inside, the outside, if you want to hog it out, if you want to cut completely through the wood, if you just want to do a pocket, if you want to do a V inlay carving with a V bit, like a triangular bit. There's all different kinds of techniques. And then it spits out code. It spits out XY coordinates. So it says start at this XY coordinate at this depth, and then go to this XY coordinate at that depth, and it'll do a line. And you just have code. You don't have to write the code. The computer will do the code for you. It's actually pretty cool. Floyd says, can you image telling your younger self that you would do manufacturing in your garage? You would call your future self crazy. Floyd, I have thoughts like that all day, every day. I am just amazed at what you can do. Even videos online. You can have a free service, YouTube, to post your videos and serve it to a worldwide audience, and it's free. Videos are very large. They're 50, 100, 200 megabytes, sometimes up to a whole gigabyte worth of content. You can put it up on the service for free. And the same thing with this machine. It's like, this machine will do my bidding. I own a robot. I literally own a robot. That is, in every sense, a robot. It's crazy. It's crazy the world we live in. Oh, carving machine. I want that machine. Oh, they're great. They're great. John Venturini is here, coming off of his big talk in front of 250 people live. Hope that went well. He showed me some photos. Seemed like it was going well. Was it expensive? Well, I guess it depends on what you call expensive. Now, I'll tell you how much it costs, but this is part of a business. Like this is an investment for a business that I'm launching. This is a fun project. It's going to be a video. It's going to be part of my YouTube business, but I'm launching a physical product business. This machine was about $1,800. It can carve 12 by 13, so it's a very small machine. I also needed to buy a laptop. I didn't have to buy a laptop, but I bought an $800 laptop. It needs software that costs $300, but that was included. So, and then the bits are about, these bits are about $30 each. And, you know, I need 3 different bits for that. So that's $90 in bits. The router is $200. So I tell people you're going to need at least $3,000 to get into the game. And then you have to have software. You have to have design software. Now some software is free. I use Adobe Illustrator, and that's $20 a month. And then you have to know how to use Adobe Illustrator. I went to design school in the 90s and learned the program, and I've used it every day of my adult life. So I'm an Adobe certified expert in Illustrator. So there's a lot of considerations you need, but this machine is going to help me manufacture a high-end product very precisely. And I think that's, and it's going to do some personalizations. I mean, you can see I made this text here, but this could be a family name, or it could be a crest or something like that. Like, so anytime you personalize something, that increases the cost that you can spend. Okay, we are not your, Matt, it's okay, we are not your wife. Oh, that's not too bad. They've gotten cheaper. Yeah. Actually, not bad. You'll make that back, I'm sure. That's the idea. That's the idea. There's nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it. So right, Marilyn. I forgot to give you your Purple Hearts, Marilyn. Here you go. The difference between men and boys are the price of their toys. Amen. Wow, expensive, but very worth it for Matt, who knows how to make use of it and create awesome wood things. And that's the thing. I think I am uniquely positioned because I have, 1, the design skills, 2, the ability to use line art software, and 3, I have the CNC hardware. A lot of people get into CNC hardware, and you know, you can go far. You can get clip art. You don't have to be a design professional. A lot of people, one business here, I'll give you a business idea. You can launch this business for $3,000 and you could be up and running in 2023 like that. People buy cutting boards from Target. They'll buy 10 at a time, and they'll say, I'll engrave your cutting board, or they'll laser engrave it, or they'll carve it like this. And that's their business. You don't need design chops. You can just type words and have this cut out words. You don't need a graphic design degree. So there's a lot of people who use the ready-made stuff off the internet, and then they'll make it, or they'll do very minimal design work that still looks great. I mean, you don't have to be a designer to pick a font that looks nice. But me, I've got the engineering background. I've got the design background. I know how to work the software, and I have the CNC hardware. I think I'm positioned to excel, to actually go further than most. And anytime you can be above 50% of the market, I think I can be well above 50% of the market, because I have some crazy ideas happening. Personalized caricature, yes, it's very popular nowadays, for sure. Caricature, yeah. There will probably be talks tonight at 6:30. Oh, John does a show on the Venture Forward channel, and I'm a co-host, so that's fun. I also like personalized chorizo and personalized Gouda. John, you're a madman. Hey, everybody. I'm off work today. I don't have to work my full-time job. I'm going to spend all day being creative. I know. I'm going to do a Christmas song on my piano. So that'll be on Piano Awesome sometime this weekend. I'm going to finish off the Grinch project, as you saw. And I'm going to go nuts. But first, I'm going to eat a big breakfast. Matt, feel free to pass, but what's your take on the AI-generated art, ? Oh, yeah. So Floyd's talking about this new tool or service where you upload a photo and it does a whole lot of artistic stylizing over top of you. The big bugaboo has been the computer looked at actual people's art, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of actual art created by humans to kind of learn these different styles. And a lot of people are saying it's a creative cheat sheet, and you are taking the sale away from people who can actually do that for you manually. What's my takeaway? My takeaway is lead, follow, or get out of the way. I use one of my favorite terms is paradigm shift. So this is a paradigm shift. Yes, it's going to hurt the art community. I'm an artist. I love the art community. But would the sale have happened if someone uses a $10 app to make this art? Would they really commission you $1,000 to make that for? So yes, it'll be less sales, but the sale may never have happened in the first place. And then people have always had to find ways to get more value than what's out there in the market. I mean, the candlestick makers went out of business when the incandescent light bulb became popular. The buggy whip makers went out of business when the combustion engine became a thing. The Swiss watchmakers. Swiss watches were world-renowned to be the most exquisite, wind-up analog timepieces in the world. They had 92% of the market. 92% of the market went to the Swiss. It was part of their GDP, their gross domestic product. And then came along the quartz crystal for digital watches. And that was below them. Well, in a decade, their 92% share went down to 10. And it almost bankrupted the whole country of Switzerland. Paradigm shift. The paradigm shifted. What's happening with this art AI is there's a paradigm shift. So artists need to do better. Or I don't know. I'm surprised. My comment is it sucks. I get it. I'm an artist. I think it sucks. But I'm surprised it hasn't happened sooner. Dear Santa, I want a CNC, a 3D printer, and a laser cutter. Well, if you buy this CNC, you can buy an attachment that hangs off the router, and then it'll be a laser. So you can add the laser, attach it. So buy one machine, get two. 3D printer, that's a whole other thing. I don't own a 3D printer yet, but I don't know if I ever will. Your day has already been awesome, Matt. Enjoy your awesome. Thank you, I will. They thought photography would kill painters. True. My biggest paradigm shift, I'll leave you with this. When did AM radio, someone Google when AM radio became a thing. Let me do that now. This is actually pretty interesting. AM radio started early 1900s. So at the turn of the 20th century, 1900, so 1901, 1902, something like that. if you wanted music, you bought a piano or instruments, and you had your friends or hired people to play the instruments in your house. That's how you got music. Then the 1900s happened, and AM radio became a thing, and then people could get music in their house through a little box, the radio. Piano manufacturers lost 90% of their business in the span of 5 to 10 years. The paradigm shifted. No longer did you have to have a $30,000 piano in today's money. You know, it was probably $1,000 back in 1900 since inflation. But no longer did you have to have an expensive piece of equipment. So the paradigm shifted. There's still piano manufacturers out there, but it was a thriving business before 1900, before the AM radio happened. Paradigm shift, baby. You gotta fight through it. I hate AI art, but it will thin the stock as time marches on. Yeah. You know, art is, I'm surprised it hasn't happened. I'm not happy about it, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. I gotta go. I love you all. I'm gonna have a creative day today. It's gonna be amazing. Bye.